If you're thinking about buying the CarlinKit Tbox Plus to upgrade your car's infotainment, you've definitely come to the right place. I've spent days testing this so-called game changer that promises to turn your wired CarPlay into a wireless Android Auto and CarPlay powerhouse. But here's what surprised me. Despite the fancy claims about streaming YouTube and Netflix onboard and boasting the best processor on the market, the user experience left me scratching my head. You'd expect a smooth, lag-free ride for over $200, right? Well, that's not exactly what happens. Stick around because I'm about to break down what went wrong, who this gadget might actually work for, and why you should think twice before hitting the buy button. So here's the first twist. The CarlinKit Tbox Plus markets itself as the ultimate plug-and-play device to ditch cables forever and seamlessly connect your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay wirelessly. Sounds like the dream, especially for those who hate fumbling with wires during every drive. But the reality? The connection was anything but reliable. Dropouts, lag, and even occasional freezing became part of my daily commute soundtrack. And if you thought you'd use it to kill time streaming your favorite Netflix show legally while parked, surprise. The content loading can be painfully slow, and the Wi-Fi hotspot it relies on quickly eats up your phone's data. Ah, the joys of streaming in a metal box on wheels. Now, before you hit that back button, there's more to uncover. You might be wondering, who exactly is this device for? Well, if you own a car with factory-installed wired CarPlay, this is supposedly the gadget that converts it to wireless, allowing you to pick up calls, use maps, or get voice directions hands-free with ease. But if you're expecting flawless integration with zero fuss, this review is crucial for you. I'll dive into why the CarlinKit Tbox Plus can feel like that friend who promises to help you move, but ends up eating all the pizza instead. Great ideas, but a messy outcome. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. First, the setup. The CarlinKit claims plug-and-play simplicity with no need to dismantle your car's stereo. It just connects to your existing USB port and should start working. At first glance, this sounds perfect. Yet, in my tests across multiple vehicles, the plug-and-play experience was more like plug and pray. Some models required multiple attempts to establish a connection, and others refused altogether without lengthy troubleshooting. The company promises continuous software updates and customer support through Amazon, which is nice but not very helpful when you're stuck on the side of the road. What about the so-called best processor on the market? The device sports an impressive CPU, yet performance bottlenecks appear frequently. Apps like YouTube and Netflix can technically run, but only when your phone's mobile hotspot has strong coverage. Even then, buffering and resolution drops are common. If you thought watching cat videos while stopped at a red light was the highlight of your day, think again, because constant microstalls killed that vibe almost instantly. And if your phone's battery is precious, get ready for it to dip fast since the CarlinKit encourages hotspot use instead of a dedicated data plan. Here's a joke for you. Why did the smartphone break up with the CarlinKit Tbox Plus? Because it just couldn't handle the wireless drama. But seriously, the idea of turning every phone connection into a seamless wireless experience is fantastic. Yet the execution feels half-baked even with the hefty $207.89 price tag. This low Amazon rating of 3.3 stars reflects a mix of frustrated users and those who got lucky with compatible cars and perfect conditions. Rehook time. What if I told you some features of the CarlinKit Tbox Plus actually work well for certain makes and models? Keep watching because I'll reveal which vehicles appreciate this gizmo and why you might actually want to give it a shot despite the flaws. Also, I'm digging into the support side of things, which might save or break your experience. Here's another thing. Besides wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, the CarlinKit offers the ability to play local media from an SD card. So if you're those kinds of road trip fans who love having archives of music and video on hand, this might add some value. But again, The interface for switching apps and loading files isn't as intuitive as it should be, and navigation through menus sometimes requires more patience than a bumper-to-bumper traffic jam. Now, storytelling moment. I tried installing this in my wife's 2019 Ford system because she's the ultimate tech skeptic who just wants maps and music. At first, she was thrilled to cut the cable, feeling like a wireless wizard. However, within the first week, her complaints started rolling in. Calls dropped intermittently, voice commands went quiet, and buffering Netflix meant she reverted to old-fashioned radio and defeat. I wanted it to be the MVP, but the CarlinKit Tbox Plus seemed more like the benchwarmer who can't quite get on the court. Lesson learned. Great tech promises don't always translate into great user experience. Let's pause for a third joke. Why don't CarlinKit Tbox Plus users trust the device on their road trips? Because it always leaves them hanging. But there is good news. If you like tinkering with settings and don't mind troubleshooting, their customer support via Amazon's messaging often responds with updated firmware. Plus, if you provide your car's year, make, and model, they try to tailor software fixes. So for the hardcore DIY crowd, this device can be shaped into something workable. Just be warned, it's not exactly out of the box ready. Rehook again, wondering if this device is worth it for your specific car. Stay tuned because I'll outline the pros and cons by vehicle type and give you my final verdict on whether to buy or avoid the CarlinKit Tbox Plus altogether. Who should consider this product? If your factory-wired CarPlay setup is aging and you crave a wireless upgrade without swapping out your whole head unit, this might catch your interest. Also, if you enjoy streaming media and don't mind managing hotspots and apps on the go, the multimedia features might appeal. But for those who rely on rock-solid reliability, glitch-free voice navigation, and plug-and-play ease, this device is more of a gamble than a safe bet. Now, wrapping up the deep dive. The CarlinKit Tbox Plus delivers attractive concepts, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, streaming capabilities, and onboard media playback. But execution stumbles on connectivity issues, interface quirks, and hotspot dependency. The 3.3-star rating on Amazon tells this story clearly, with polarized reviews from love it or leave it users. Another joke to lighten the mood. What's the CarlinKit Tbox Plus's favorite workout? Buffering cardio, because it really makes you wait. But honestly, if you're a tech-savvy driver willing to troubleshoot or happy with partial wireless convenience, it might still deserve a spot on your dash. Here's the final resolution. I found that the CarlinKit Tbox Plus can transform your wired CarPlay to wireless and add streaming fun. But it demands patience, some technical savvy, and a willingness to accept occasional hiccups. Its price point is on the higher side for what you get, so weighing your car's compatibility and your tolerance for glitches is key. Don't buy it because of fancy promises alone. Instead, decide based on your needs and readiness to troubleshoot. If you want the best price and official support, check the Amazon link in the description below. Remember, even tech with flaws can upgrade your ride if you know the quirks. So if you like tinkering and enjoy streaming on the go, this might suit you. But if you want a flawless wireless CarPlay experience, you'd be better looking elsewhere for now. Thanks for watching this honest CarlinKit Tbox Plus review. Drive safe and keep your tech smart.